Like, we don't we don't have a guest, and I'm still, like, sitting on the couch, and I'm like, "Oh, shit, I haven't even showered yet."
I should probably get up now.
This morning, I realized I am such a shitty husband.
Oh, really? Why?
Oh my god. I it was kind of it was thrown in my face this morning so hard, it was crazy. So I wake up. So we had all these people over yesterday, like shitloads of people, like family, right?
Mhm.
Family visited from Oregon, from LA. And in the morning, I knew my wife was really sick in the morning, but she was hiding it, right? Like first Avi
Oh.
got sick, and then Joseph was snotty, Avi got sick, Ari got sick, and I don't know what they got sick with because they didn't have a fever.
Mhm.
Um, but they just said that they didn't feel good, and they started getting really quiet, and they were just sleeping like way more. I asked Dave says it's because I overtrain my kids. Maybe it's true.
Uh,
So they're not feeling well, and it's like for 4 or 5 days, and they have this weird, like, stomach thing going on. Avi lost 5 pounds, like, in one day, all he ate was 2 pears. He just did not feel good. And then Joseph was just really snotty, you know what I mean? Just, like, snot pouring out, but fine. Went to the
mhm.
jiu-jitsu tournament yesterday, won double gold. And so yesterday morning, my wife wakes up and she goes, "Oh, shit, I wonder if I have what the kids have." And I go, "Why?" She's like, "I just don't feel like myself." I'm like, "Okay." So I take the kids to the jiu-jitsu tournament. She's hanging out with the family and with the sick kids. And then she comes to the jiu-jitsu tournament, and then she comes back home. You know, she brings the whole family there, and she comes back home. And we have all this family there, and it's nighttime, and we order Thai food. And you know what I mean? You know, when there's a lot of people and everyone's milling around, and there's like everyone's used 4 cups and everyone's used, 3 forks, everyone's losing their shit.
Yeah.
So everyone leaves, and I'm just sitting on the couch watching the fights, right? Glued to the TV. Me and my nephew were just watching the fights. And I noticed my wife's gone to bed and Avi's gone to bed. I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of a trip." And it's kinda early. It's like 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So now, so then I stay up till like 11, and I wake up this morning and all the kitchen's clean, but all the dishes are in the sink. And my wife's the kind of wife that, like, she'll stay up till 1 if she has to leave the house clean. Like, she
Yeah.
cannot go to bed unless the house is fucking spotless. Just like it's just her OCD or something. So I see all these dishes in the sink, and I'm like, "Oh, maybe," and I wanna put a pitcher in there and fill it with water, so I'm like, "Okay, maybe I'll put some dishes in the dishwasher." I never do that, right? Like, never.
Okay.
So I open the dishwasher, and it's full.
Ooh.
So I sniff around at some cups and some silverware, and I put everything away, kind of. I put 80% of it away. 20%, I don't even know where the shit goes. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I don't even know where the shit goes. So I lay out like a towel next to like what I don't know what's it called, kitchen towel. I
Yeah.
lay it out next to the sink, and the stuff I don't know where it goes, I just set on there, right?
The clean stuff?
Yeah, the clean stuff. You know, like
Okay, okay.
some weird Tupperware shit and Tupperware lids and like some like jars. Like I don't know where jars go. I never use a jar. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
jars.
Yeah, the unusual stuff.
So I empty out the dishwasher, and then then I'm exhausted. You know what I mean? It's like
Mhm.
6:20, and I'm like, have using these motor recruitment patterns that I've never used before. By the way, I noticed how much silverware we have. I'm like, fuck, we have a lot of silverware. I never noticed that before.
We go through a lot of forks.
And so my wife wakes up, and this is like about 15 minutes ago, and she comes in the kitchen. She goes, "Oh my god!" And I go, "What?" She goes, "You emptied the dishwasher." I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Thank you so much." And I'm like, "Wow, I am a scumbag."
Oh, man.
And then just now, I grabbed my coffee and I'm walking to the podcast studio. I said, "Okay, babe, I'm starting my podcast." She goes, "Okay, happy anniversary." I'm like, "Happy
Oh.
anniversary?" She goes, "Yeah, our wedding anniversary." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, happy anniversary." That's why I
Oh,
emptied the dishwasher.
no. By the way, I didn't know where the Tupperware went, so I left that for you. I didn't want
I
you to
told
feel like
her. I said, "That shit out on the counter, I don't know where it goes."
Oh,
Uh,
man.
but I just realized that's how low the bar is with me.
Well, if you set it low, you could
Yeah.
use emptying it as an anniversary gift, so
I emptied the dishwasher. I'll probably get a standee when the podcast is done for that.
wow. And rewarded for it. Look at you.
Dude, it's crazy.
What a life you live, my friend.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's it was crazy. I almost think like maybe I should. I don't know. I don't want
Instacart
to.
some flowers or something?
No, no, no. I was thinking like just do like put some dishes in the dishwasher moving forward. Just do some stuff. Joe Ellis, what's up, girl? Good to see you.
What's up, Joe?
Uh yeah. Ken Walters, before we leave out of town for a day or a month, my wife cleans the house top to bottom and she too can never go to bed with anything not clean. Yeah, when we leave the house, you're right. If we leave the house, it gets really crazy. Like if we're leaving for like a few days or a week or something.
Yeah, that's mandatory. You don't wanna come back to a dirty house.
Yeah, that's what she said. She's like, I do
Yeah,
not want to come back to it. I
definitely.
have my routine too. We have dehumidifiers, and I'm like, the last thing I do before we get in the car is I empty the, you know how like they catch the water.
Mhm.
I pull those things out, and that's what I do. I don't want to
Nice.
come back to a musty house.
Yeah, the crucial stuff.
Uh, Jen Jenkins, foreplay at our house is me walking around with a broom and cleaning supplies. I don't actually use them, but it's just the thought that counts. John Jenkins.
Oh,
I do
man.
random stuff. We have a Shark vacuum cleaner, and it's got, like, 2 different filters in it or something, and, last month, I was just, like, looking at the those vacuum cleaners after, like, a month look like they've been around for 100 years,
Yeah.
and I was looking at it, and I go, "I bet you this thing has some filters," so I pulled the filters out and went on Amazon. I changed the filters.
Man, you're a filter guy. That's what you do.
Yeah,
You're the
yeah,
unsung hero of making sure the appliances work well.
and the HEPA filters, you've seen those air filters we have in my house? I'll go around, I keep those, I wash the covers and change the filters on those.
Yeah, everybody's got their roles.
When you treat your wife great all the time, anniversaries aren't as important. You're an amazing husband and father. Well, thank you.
Oh, that was nice.
Thank you. I'm always getting the urge to clean when I should be getting in the car.
I think that's called procrastination,
Yeah,
Jody.
I get that. Cutting all the hair out of the vacuum roller. That's the real work. I actually changed the roller on the vacuum too. Have you ever done that?
No,
That's a rewarding feeling.
no. The vacuums we use like at the gym or like at the house are pretty well, we have a nice Dyson one now. But before that, I would just buy a new one.
Yeah, I'm always tempted to do that too. Every year, their vacuums are expensive, but every year I'm like, maybe I should just throw this vacuum away because it looks so ugly. They get
Yeah.
so nasty.
And then you get a new clean, like good vacuum. It feels like it works, 10 times as well.
I changed the roller, and it was one of those things. I've done this with kids' toys too. I took out like 8 screws, and then I realized I probably should have YouTubed this because they would never make it so you have to take out 8 screws to change the roller. There's just like 1
No.
screw. But do you know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
take off the lid, the whole bottom, the vacuum cleaner's part. I'm like, "Oh, fuck, there was just 1 screw." You twist it and the thing just slides out.
Yeah, there's just a quick release valve
Yeah.
and you've got the whole vacuum apart now.
Yeah, yeah. They've got that because I'm guessing that's how they make a lot of extra money, right? People buying rollers and filters and
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have, like, some sort of a way to
continuous.
repurchase stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
then you can always subscribe on Amazon.
of course. Yeah, subscribe to the filters or the bags or the rollers or
We went through like 5 of the we when I had a job, we went through like 5 of those $1,000 Dysons that were the cordless stand up, and
Mhm,
we had 2
that's a
dogs and 3 boys, and they just couldn't do it. It just couldn't. We had to we eventually we just switched to cord. We had to get like a my dad bought us a Sharp from Costco, and we started using that, and then eventually the Dysons just went away.
man, but the Dysons are so convenient.
They are convenient, I agree, and the bag wasn't big enough too. I think let me see
No,
this elect
not for your place too with the boys and all the dogs at that time, and
yeah,
you're like a daily vacuumer,
yes.
so
There's vacuuming, there's so much vacuuming that goes on in the house. We have some old school vacuum that's so powerful and so crazy. I don't know if it's Electrolux. I don't think it's Electrolux, but it looks like it's from 1970. We don't use it very often, but when you do, it'll suck up the whole entire carpet. Oh, CrossFit. I haven't seen you in here in a while. What happened?
It's on vacation.
Good to see you back. We have 2 robot vacuums. Got to stay on top of the German Shepherd's hair. We had a robot one in our last house.
Do they work well?
I don't know. Greg has one. Greg has a couple of them, and he says they work great. The thing has like a 5-gallon thing of water that he said Maggie changes like every couple days, and he says he didn't think it would work well, but whenever he sees her take out the water, it's full of dirt.
So it must be doing something, huh?
Did you watch the fights by any chance last night?
No.
Jack got held down for 5 rounds.
Oh, really?
And I was fighting with so many people in my text because everyone picked Islam, and I was so on the Jack Dela train.
Yeah.
I felt really
lost?
bad for him. Yeah, he lost. He was a real gentleman. He was such a gentleman. When the bell rang, he stood up. Something was wrong with him the whole fight. He when he came out, his brow was furrowed and his teeth were like this, and I'd never seen him like that. And so maybe I should look that up real quick. Jack Della Maddalena. Maybe I should look up Jack Della Maddalena news. Yeah, I hate these titles. Islam Makhachev easily dominates Jack Della. He didn't easily dominate him. Basically, there's this distinction between taking someone down and beating the shit out of them, and then just taking someone down. And he took Jack down.
Yeah.
Like for 3 minutes every round. So every round's 5 minutes long. So for 3 minutes every round, 5 rounds in a row, he held Jack down. But he did not beat the shit out of him. He didn't do anything when he was on the ground. I mean, he was working to get submissions, but he just couldn't submit Jack.
That's what I was gonna say. So he just basically it came down to decision, I'm assuming, with the way you're talking, right? There was no tap out or TKO.
No.
So he basically
and a matter of fact,
points.
Yeah, and a matter of fact, and something was clearly wrong with Jack. He was wincing the whole fight. I'm not sure what it was, but it says Jack. This bloody elbow says Jack Della ripped for weak title defense in UFC. He did better against him than Conor McGregor did against Khabib. I mean, it went the whole 5 rounds. I had 2,500 hair follicles transplanted this week. I feel like someone held me down and punched me. Transplanted. Oh, like taken like from your chest to like your head or something? That's crazy.
Oh, that seems weird. I thought Joe had hair.
Yeah, what's
diverticulitis?
Diverticulitis? What is that?
Kenneth, what is this?
That's
ass hair from the back of my head to the front.
Oh,
Joe.
Okay.
It's a wig. Oh.
I'd have never known. So you won't even need the wig anymore. He got dry hump for 25 minutes. Yeah, he did basically get dry hump for 25.
Wow. We agreed with you, huh?
Well, he's trying to be nice. He's meeting me halfway, and then he's going to start talking shit about Jack.
Okay.
Be happy you don't know what that is. I know someone who almost died from that.
Whoa.
It is crazy. The last 2 guys that Jack fought were incredible wrestlers, and they couldn't hold Jack down. So the question was, is Islam going to be able to hold Jack down? And he was. So you got to give him credit for that. Huge fight in the stands, too, with the famous fighter, Dylan Dennis, the jiu-jitsu guy.
I saw that. That showed up on my feed, yeah.
He got in a fight with Islam's crew. You just saw a bunch of dudes who look like fucking Muslim rape gang guys fucking beating people. You know, the guys with the huge beards and the...
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone sent me a DM or something I reposted, and they basically said, "Hey, are you a fucking idiot? There's good Muslims." And it's such a maybe I have to have some Muslim scholar on here. But saying there's good Muslims is saying like I've said this before, is like saying like there's good Nazis. Like, hey, I'm part of the Nazis, but I don't think it's cool what they did to the Jews. And I'm like, hey, I think that's pretty foundational. It
Yeah.
says go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I don't feel like you can't really just take a whole group of people and categorize them as one thing. There's 1.2 billion of them.
Right. Well,
I mean, like
then
every single one of them are evil.
well, then the good ones aren't Muslim.
You mean they're not practicing the scripture?
Yeah, they're not Muslim. I mean, Muslim isn't a ethnicity, right? It's not like denoting something that's part of their DNA. So like when
Yeah.
I say I'm Armenian, it's denoting like there's good Armenians and there's bad Armenians,
Right.
right? There's tall Armenians, there's short Armenians. I think there's tall Armenians.
Somewhere out there. It's gotta be.
But if you're a Muslim, that means you practice that means you practice the religion of Islam. And in that religion, there's some really fucked up shit in there. Like
Yeah.
basically, people either have to convert or they have to pay extra taxes. If you fight for Islam to convert people and you die, you have 70 women waiting for you in heaven with big bosoms and long black hair. And if you win, you get to take the people's wives that you killed, the men's wives you killed. And so there's you know, I mean, we've talked about this before. I think you coined the term, is it a sex and death cult? And that's
Yeah.
what it feels like. Like the Christians are like, hey, if you die, you get to hold some other dude's hand in heaven. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Does it apply?
You get to stand next to Jesus. In Islam, if you die in Islam, if you die, which makes you a Muslim, Muslim's just a word for people who practice Islam.
Can you apply the same logic to any other religion?
Sure. I mean, sure. If you say,
Not all Christians are good.
Sure. Well, then at some point, then they're not Christian. But like, if you're a Christian,
Right.
I don't know if this is true, but I think Christians aren't supposed to have premarital sex. So if you're having premarital sex, then you're not really a Christian, unless they have something in the scripture that says, by the way, if you do break any of these rules and then you try to not break them, then you're still a Christian. I don't know. Like, if it says in the Quran somewhere, I don't know. But if it's this, then you're not. Then you just can't say you're Muslim.
Yeah. Or not yeah. I see where
I
you're
think
going
that
with this.
I think there's a lot of fucked up shit in Christianity that you don't seem to know about. I think you're right too. Probably you're right. You're probably right. Sevon, I'm seeing an Armenian guy and it's been amazing. I can't believe it. I didn't do this earlier. Yeah, they're good dudes. They're mama's boys. They know how to take care of women.
That looks like a Google review for something you said, the way she wrote. 5 stars.
It's called the narrow way for a reason. Knowing Jesus rose from the dead and committing your life to it are two different things. Yeah, there's this. I was listening to this scripture the other day about the path is narrow and few will get on it. The path is narrow and few will get on it. Is there such a thing as a devout versus non-devout, but can still be a thing? Meaning you're Muslim, but you're not devout? Well, then I think you're mischaracterizing the person. I think maybe then you're Iranian. I mean, there's other ways to categorize people, right? You're brown, you're Arab, you're Western Saharan. But when I think of religion, I think of it and maybe this is a little blasphemous, but a mindset based on a book, right? So like if you're an NFL player, and part of it is it's a mindset based on the rules of that sport.
Okay.
Right? And the contract you have, and yeah, like you follow these rules. You have a contract that shows when you play and how much you get paid and what your obligations are, and then there's the rule book, and then you follow those rules.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with that interpretation of what you're saying, it's hard to argue it. And I don't know enough about Muslim religion to give you any pushback other than like, yeah, I guess if you're not following the operating manual, then you're not following the operating manual, right? Like
Yeah, I like the way you said that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you just try to take it out of context.
Is it an Apple computer, or is it a iPhone that runs on OS, or is it a Droid that runs on what do droids run on?
Nerd.
Droids run on some other operating system.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sevon, we're human. We sin. Jesus is the only 10. We try our best, but we will always fall short. Yeah. So if you're Muslim and you should just keep trying to, if you're not killing enough infidels or taxing them, then you're falling short. And those are the good ones. Those are the only good Muslims, the ones that fall short.
I mean, is there like a radical versus like a non? You know what I mean? Like, can you follow it? Can you follow it to the point of like detriment versus just like cherry picking the good stuff?
Here's the thing, and I don't know this, and maybe Pat can tell me, but if you're a radical Christian, let's say you're a radical Christian, and part of that, but all of the things are things you do to yourself, I'm okay with that. Let's say a radical Christian falls in the category of not having sex until you're married.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then like, I don't know, I think that Christians like take a day off or something. So you're a radical Christian on Sunday if you don't work. You know what I mean? You sit on the couch all day. I don't know what some of their more radical things are, but they're all shit you do to yourself. But if Islam is radical and it's shit you're doing to other people, no, fuck you. You know what I mean? If radical a Muslim means that you kill other people, then no, I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not down with you at all.
The identity stuff is very interesting, right? Like just like because like I know a bunch of people that are Muslim that are good people.
Right. Me too. So, great people. Great people. Yeah. Great people.
And then
great family. Their
yeah.
wives are covered up though.
Not the ones I know. So then therefore by your argument or by the argument, not to say your argument, then they're not necessarily practicing Muslims, right?
And so this splitting of hairs from it's kind of like this. I don't think I don't know about Christianity, but if the rules in Christianity, here's one that's maybe some people think is radical. If Christianity says it's just between a man and a woman to get married, and you marry a man and you're a man, or you marry a woman and you're a woman, then you're not a fucking Christian. It's like it would be like playing football and showing up on the quarterback comes out there with the fucking soccer ball.
So
he's getting escorted off. Sorry, dude, that's not football. But it's a ball. Be flexible. No.
So you're basically just saying like you can't identify as unless you're following it to the scripture as it's said to be followed in its entirety. Otherwise, there's no identifying as it. You could say I'm pulling things from it, but I'm not necessarily following or practicing.
Yeah, that's why I'm not a Christian. Like I love Christianity, but I'm not I wouldn't call myself a Christian.
Why do you think it's hard for people to accept that?
I don't know. That's why that's a great question. I don't understand why the gays would want to be. Why you like, hey, just take the good shit you want from there, and then why are you trying to get married? Do your own fucking thing. This group does not want you.
Yeah, that's I mean, it goes back to your Trump derangement system or problem, right? That we talked about, and I was like, yeah, that's just such an identity politics that people just get that wound up in it. So they're practicing Trump haters to the definition of whatever that is, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, dude,
same idea. So, and they have their operating manual and everything else.
Speaking of which, I'm completely convinced. I've been sniffing around at this for a few months. I'm completely convinced that all of this Epstein shit and all the Trump derangement shit and like the Nick Fuenteses and the Candace Owens and the Ian Carrolls, the more and more I listen to them, they've just been completely psyoped. They think that they're pointing out that other people have been psyoped, but they've been psyoped. They are the tools of China and Iran and Venezuela and Russia to break up the MAGA party because they're so fucking threatened by Trump. The shit coming out in the Epstein files is crazy. Epstein hated Trump. Fucking hate. Oh my God, he hated him. He found him despicable. He fucking hated him. But how is the left going to reconcile that? I thought they were buddies.
I mean, it goes outside their operating manual, so they just might have to throw it away. It doesn't belong in the scripture of the liberal, the
Yeah,
modern day liberal.
yeah. I don't know what's going on with Marjorie Taylor Greene. I know that was sad. The Marjorie Taylor Greene thing. Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene are fighting,
Oh,
and
interesting.
I thought she. I mean, just I don't pay that close attention to that thread, but she's always disagreeing with them, frequently disagreeing with them on things. But she says they're still friends, and it's okay that we disagree. And then the other day, he went hard at her and basically said, "Fuck this bitch. I'm not. I don't back her anymore. I don't
Mhm.
endorse her." And it makes me feel like it's the same breakup that Elon and Trump had.
Were they not really broken up? They just kind of scuffle a little bit, then they get back together?
I don't know. Well, I just feel like Trump's usually pretty good at those kinds of things, but then some people that he just has hard breakups with that I don't think are good for the country. I
Mm.
don't know. I don't know what Marjorie Taylor Greene did that got Trump so upset that he had to fucking like nuke her. A couple days ago, he just nuked her.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think those other, pundits are,
This
psyop?
because there's like in my opinion, like this whole fear of Israel is minuscule compared to what I think is happening to what's about to happen to Seattle. Seattle just got a new mayor who's a fucking socialist. New York just got a mayor who's a fucking socialist. Europe is falling. Like every day you see stories coming out of the United Kingdom and you're like, what the fuck is going on over there?
And since they're
And
so focused on Israel and not addressing any of those issues, you think that's basically, like, planted there, so that way it's kind of like, "Look over here while the real mess is going on behind you."
or also just divide the MAGA movement into being pro and anti-Israel.
Mm, and then that
Like
way they don't get
like
anything done, lose power.
yeah, hey dude, like what are your real concerns what are your real concerns about Israel? That we're sending them money and the Nick Fuentes story is that we send them money, they're not really our friends. They steal nuclear secrets from us and they sell them to the Chinese and we're wasting our money, blah 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 blah. That's his story,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Uh Meanwhile, they have electricity, clean running water, a pretty progressive government, the only fucking stronghold for Western civilization. They have raves. You know what I mean? They have technology coming out of there. They're huge
Raves.
in AI. In so many ways, culturally, they're like us.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we're fucking being petty with them, and the fucking rest of the world is fucking the Muslim world is fucking taking over, having 9 kids, um, and we can't even have 2 kids.
Mm.
And I just see it as like, holy shit, like that's the distraction.
Yeah. I mean, I think all of it until you start talking about the income to debt ratio in households and the inability for the middle class to own an asset.
Yeah.
Unless you're talking about that, I would argue that everything else is a distraction and a
There you
psyop.
go. Yeah, I'm even with that. I'm even with that.
Because all the rest of it, like, okay, so let's say you and I get into the Israel argument. You're like, we should send the money. And I say, we shouldn't send the money. That's like you and I living in a cardboard box and having $1 and being like, should we give it to that guy outside the box or should we give it up to that guy outside the box?
Well, you and I were talking about this the other day. And I'll bring this up. I think this runs parallel to what you're saying. It's the same thing. There's this group of people out there who are fucking panicking. And I feel like it's mostly coming from liberals that AI is going to take over and take away all the jobs. It's like,
Mhm.
yo, motherfucker, hustle culture. There's a fucking million other things to do. Stay on the pulse. These people who are concerned are the people who went to kindergarten, graduated in the 12th grade, went to college, got a sociology degree, and now they're concerned that AI is going to take over because people can just use Chat GPT to get therapy. Okay, well, then pivot.
Right.
Then fucking pivot.
I mean, it's all about adaptation. Every time there's new massive
Hey,
disruptive technology,
Pat
people feel like
Lange's
that.
job is totally safe. Great job taking care of a fucking high-end golf course. Pivot. And then while you're at the golf course, study golf balls and reinvent a new golf ball that goes farther. And then also while you're there, find a way to improve on the John Deere lawnmower so that the bag's easier to change. And then when you're also there, sell the grass clippings from the golf course to someone who can use them as fertilizer.
Right. There's
Do
always
you know what I mean? There's like
yeah.
I've been hustling since fucking day one.
Well, not only that, you're going to find ways to utilize the new technology to do the same things you're talking about, as long as you're staying on top of it.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So I mean that I think it's just a scare tactic. And then it's more of a reason
Total
to try to
scare victim
stay.
tactic, and
Yeah.
they're keep forcing their round fucking peg into a fucking square hole.
And there's a thing like when you have fear like that, you could slow any change. And it goes with all of it. So if I just make you like
Yes, and that is
fearful
what
of
they wanna
everything else,
do.
you're not gonna
That's
want to
what
change or anything like that.
that's what all the articles in California say. They're trying to pass laws to stop AI from doing things.
And all I hear that is government wants to regulate it before it gets started.
Yeah.
Because that's all you're doing, right? Like it's like the whole like, oh, we need a label on all the soda so people know it's bad for you. That just further entrenches them with the government. It doesn't
Right.
help anybody.
Right.
Like,
Right. Right.
you know what I mean? It's
No one
not
sees that and doesn't drink it.
no, but it's a perfect way to feel like there's some sort of progress without any real change. Like real change would be more or less like we were talking about yesterday, where we're like, hey, anybody that's on government aid, you're not going to use it to buy liquid sugar because we know that it's bad for you. So we're taking away all the subsidies from Coca-Cola. That's how you change it, right? And that's actually a deregulation because now you're uncoupling the government from the company of Coca-Cola.
Right.
So like the laws around stuff or like they're pushing, it's just a misnomer for a regulation in terms of your safety and security. So anytime you have something that's like, hey, we need to do this for your safety and your security, you know that it's just regulating. Oh, by the way, we passed this because we want people to be safer in fires. So now I have to have a guy that comes every quarter, replaces all my fire extinguishers, goes through all the stuff, and I have to use this specific one. And now they charge a bunch more. Like it was just, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's for my safety. And all of a sudden it's like, wait a minute. Now I'm paying all this other stuff. And now they're coming in here and it's just regulation.
There was a time in my life where I was on these marijuana message boards, and I would meet people on there, and then I would go to their house and I would film their grow room. And every like 5 to 10 grow rooms I would film, I would turn it into, this is, I don't know, early 2000s. I would turn it into a DVD. So I'd edit it all together. I would talk over it. I'd put music to it, and then I would make the DVD. And I can't remember how many I made in the series. I think I made 3. I think I made 3 of these DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just tours of grow rooms. And I would sell them on eBay and on Amazon. And then eBay and Amazon, and I would use PayPal to collect the money. And then eBay and Amazon said, no, you can't do this. And then PayPal said you can't do it because you're selling illegal merchandise. So then I printed off, like, I don't remember. I started printing them off in huge amounts, like 5,000 DVDs each. Wow. And the boxes came, and they filled up the entire garage. And I was living with my mom at the time. They filled up the garage at my mom's house, and I would sell them to bookstores all over the country. And then I finally found a distributor who I would sell them to, and they would distribute them to bookstores and to like wherever. And then, so I'm on cloud 9. I'm making like $20 to $60 profit every single day, because to print the DVDs was like, 5 cents, right? Or whatever. And in the beginning, I started with just printing. I had a DVD printer on my desk, and I would just put a sticker on it and sell them from my house. And then DVDs became obsolete, and I pivoted out of the business. I was like, fuck it. Like,
you weren't going to start streaming it? So imagine if you pivoted to YouTube.
Just realized, here's 2 of the DVDs still wrapped.
That's crazy. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Damn, you had your shit down, dude.
Yeah. And then eventually, like, every time I went on YouTube, then YouTube showed up.
Yeah, those are legit.
And then every time I went on,
impressed.
And then every time
you would have some shitty label. Sorry, go ahead.
And then every time I went on YouTube, someone had put a copy of my movie up there, and it just became too hard to pull it down.
the free market was going again.
Yeah.
They're like, oh man, we could do this for next to nothing. I'll just keep ripping this dude's shit, and you can't go after it.
But you got to pivot. You got to pivot. And then I just started going on Craigslist and just putting ads. Hey, I'll film your bar mitzvah. And then I was like, shit, I'm making $300 a weekend.
Yeah.
And I'm going to cool bar mitzvahs and seeing cool magic shows. And like, bar mitzvahs are crazy. Like they'll bring in a magician or they'll bring in someone who has like 50 different reptiles and the kids touch the reptiles or whatever fucking thing the kid's into. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Or like you go to a car show and film some guy's car and you just give him, you know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
And
And then
just charge them $300 or $500
and then you run into your first weekend where you have 2 booked, and then you reach out and you have the kid that you bring on that helps out and films some of the boring stuff on the standing cameras. And then next thing you know, they learn how to edit, and then you teach them how to edit. Then they go and do their own first one by themselves, and then you take the cut. And then next thing you know, you're like, wait a minute, I got 2 of them now, and now you have a media company.
Yep.
And you just don't need the government in your way of that, saying, oh, well, we need to make sure Sevon's qualified to handle the camera. So that way your event is secure and safe. So you better go through our regulation process, and he has to fill out the proper paperwork and pay the fines. Otherwise, you know what? If he gets caught, we might have to arrest him.
Right. and AI is never taking that. AI is not taking that job.
No.
You might have other obstacles. But AI is not taking that job. Filming weddings.
No, if anything, you will be able to. In my opinion, it'll make single person entrepreneurship far more accessible. Like if you're somebody who's staying on top of it, and you learn like the no code AI stuff, and you could start to put a lot of these things together and utilize it to expedite everything you're doing, or be able to create much more of it with less effort. And leverage that, like you're going back to the hustle culture thing, like you're going to be on top of it completely. Not saying you even have to invent anything with AI. Like I use it here all the time. We do like your embody scan. I plug in the closest grocery stores and restaurants and tell me to find me meals that fit this macro and are, no sugar, high protein, no high glycemic carbohydrate, and boom, it spits it back out in 2 seconds. But like I have the information on the prompt, right? So you're still going to need that for at least this time period where I have to like plug in the dietary restrictions. I got to plug in the macros. I got to be able to then, even if I didn't have to do that and it could do it on its own, then I still have to sell that to the person next to me or explain it or use. So like, I think it's going to advance a lot of the monotony out of the jobs to where it'll probably hopefully make you focus more on hospitality and connection.
If in hindsight, I never did this, but when I was homeless, I wish I would have done this. I always thought this was a great idea, is to wear something that says, with a little can on me that says, please donate, I'm picking up trash. And just walk around with the trash bag on a busy street somewhere and some clippers and pick up trash. And I bet you I could make $50 an hour doing that. And you're just keeping this, and it's just hardcore libertarian. Just trust the people, and people will like
take care of you. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And people would just take care of you. I would start a dog walking service if I was a kid in a crazy rich neighborhood, and I would become the most trusted source ever. I would be like, hey, I'm beyond trustworthy. And every time I'd be like, here's 10 people you can call.
Yep. Big reference list.
Crazy reference list.
Sending the family photos of the dog while you're out walking, whether on vacation or chilling next to you while you're there at the house. Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. Especially since women are having fewer and fewer kids. Have you ever met a chick who's so fucking attached to her dog? She just like, it's like weird.
Every chick who has a dog. No,
we have a family friend that's like that, and it is fucking bizarre, dude. She takes her dog she treats her dog like it's a kid. And she can't have kids.
Well, now we know why.
Or she says she can't. Oh, maybe her husband's putting in the wrong hole. Where did you ever hear, I've been married almost 40 years. My son played D1 pro hockey. I can still bench 275. I met Greg. There's more repeat stories just in case you forgot. I don't know what you're referencing. Sorry.
I think him and Pat were having a squabble in the comment section. So maybe it had to do with that.
I became a top 3 pet caregiver in Miami College. Now rich Miami couples pay me to come sit their house and pet still. Yeah.
Yep.
And just don't ever fuck up. You know what I mean? Act like there's a camera in every single room and just be just like on top of your shit.
Yeah.
And people will pay fucking bank for that.
Yep. We started a whole thing with that too. Like, so Grace nannied 2 boys and somebody needed help with their pet. And she was like, oh, well, I could see if she's available, you know? And there was a trust built there because she nannied the 2 boys from when they were, you know, firstborn all the way up. And so it was like, we got one house. And then within a couple of months, there was a whole circuit of, like you said, rich, like affluent people who wanted their
Yeah.
dog sat.
Yeah.
And then it would be like, okay, we'd walk the dog, do all this. But what she would do at the end too is she would go through and like really clean the whole house. So then
Oh,
when you showed back up, the house was like super clean. Like she'd do, you know, she'd run the vacuum, do the mopping, like all this other stuff as well. And we do the thing where like she'd send pictures to the family of the dog. You know, here's the dog at the dog park. Here's us walking it. Here's it chilling next to me at night, stuff like that. And made an absolute killing. It actually turned out that we got to watch somebody's house for a year that did not want to move out of the house,
wow.
but didn't want to move anybody in. And they called and they're like, okay, well, here's a list of, you know, the expenses that would come with the house. You just pay for, you know, the internet, pay for the water, you know, pay for electricity. And we're like, oh no, sorry, like we're good. We can't do it. They called back 2 months later and they're like, all right, you could just live there for free. We just don't want to
Wow.
lease it out. And I don't want to like have the house just
Wow.
sit
Did you
there and
do
rot.
it?
Yeah, dude, we lived there for a year and they kept the landscaper, so we didn't even have to do anything with the yard. And they kept the nanny that came twice a week because they didn't want to fire her to lose her.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were there for 11 months. The house was like 6,000 square feet. It was
Wow.
fucking huge. Yeah.
When we lost our job, Haley and I, we lost it on the same day. We had 2 nannies at that time who would come for a few hours every day. And they did everything, like they helped us with the kids to cleaning the house. And then we got rid of one of them. We did not want to get rid of him for that same reason. We're like, shit, like these people depend on us. Like, what the fuck are we gonna do? So
Mhm.
I can't remember if we got rid of one or I think her husband started beating her and she had to leave the country or something. She was
Whoa.
Venezuelan or something. Yeah. And the second one, we just warred. We just made cuts everywhere so we could keep paying her. And after a year, she sent Haley. She called Haley and she said, "Hey, I'm really angry because you haven't given me a raise in a year and I'm leaving." And it was just like that. And she left. And I really loved this lady. And I still love this lady. And like she called on the boys, we haven't had her in 3 or 4 years. But
Yeah.
she even called the boys on their past birthday. But it was kind of crazy. Me and my wife were like, holy shit. Like we never told the nanny we lost our job and we were warring to keep her and pay her
Oh shit. Yeah.
and still giving her like $1,000 at Christmas time, you know.
Right. I'm surprised
Uh,
she didn't know or you didn't tell her.
yeah, it was weird. I didn't want to tell her. I didn't want to stress her out.
Yeah, because then at that point she's like, oh shit, I better start figuring out what I'm gonna do here.
Yeah, exactly. Uh, Two Toes, 2 boys came up to me at Walmart yesterday promoting their auto detail business. Good on them. They were polite, business like and young. Yeah. I mean, there's so many opportunities.
Mhm.
But if you got a degree in sociology, majoring in black people, lesbians at work who have 3 dogs, and that's your major, uh, yeah, I could see why you're frustrated.
I think there's a certain amount of entitlement with that too, right? Like, oh, I went to school, I did the path, so I should have the thing at the end.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, you could do all the right things, go through the path, and still not end up with the thing at the end. And like you're saying, have to pivot or hustle or like figure something out. But when you just go down the path of a system the whole time and you're rewarded just for checking the boxes, as
Yeah.
academia does,
Yeah.
like then when there's no more boxes to check and you're out in the forest and they're like, okay, go scavenge and hunt. And you're like, well, wait a minute, I checked all the boxes. Someone should just bring me food. It's like,
Yep.
sorry, that's not the way this works outside of your confines of the school system. And they don't have the tools to do it, to be honest. Like, I'm not giving any excuses out, but like, they don't like those people don't have the tools.
All and I don't know how many I'm still in touch with. Let's say 10. But all my friends I went to high school with who went to college and graduated and were on a path that was much more socially accepted than mine. went to big, great schools, got good degrees, accounting, business, blah, blah, blah. Although parts of their road, maybe 10 or 15 years ago looked like they were going smoother. Now we're all 53 and all of them are either cogs in the wheel or don't have their jobs anymore. Still paying the mortgage on their one house, like they didn't hustle. But they did take all their vacations, and do you know what I mean? They did, they own the Priuses, and and they get that weekly paycheck. Like maybe that gives them a certain comfort. I never know. You know what I mean? I'm always figuring it out, week to week, month to month. What am I gonna do? But I wouldn't trade. I wouldn't trade for a second. Their lives do not look fun. Say it again. I wouldn't have wanted to be a school teacher for 30 years. One of my buddies been a school teacher now for like 28 years. And I'm like, holy shit. Like that's some crazy Groundhog Day, going to the same fucking junior high every single day, teaching math so that you can pay your mortgage, so you can come home to your 5 kids.
It just depends on their purpose and fulfillment. So like, would you exchange purpose and fulfillment for comfort and security? Like if you had to make that trade-off, if I was like, okay, I got you a job right here, could bring back the nannies, do whatever.
Yeah. I could. Yes. I probably could have fallen down that hole.
Yeah.
Like, let's say CrossFit would have kept me. My kids would all be in school probably. And I wouldn't have even known this life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even known this life.
Yeah, I think a lot of
like tomorrow's Monday, and I'm so fucking excited. I'm not dreading it because I know that's the podcast. I love Mondays for the podcast. I fucking love because it's a new week.
Yeah. New stuff going on. There's going to be new things out in the ecosystem you could report on, new interviews that are happening.
But it's not my. You brought up a good point. It's not my genius or my plan. I got lucky that I was rejected. I got lucky that I wasn't ever able to find a job, and somehow Greg hired me. You know what I mean? That I just didn't fit in anywhere but fit in at CrossFit. And I got lucky that I got fired, because if they would have kept me, let's say they would have cut my pay in half, and they would have said, "Hey, we're going to keep you at fucking." Let's say that it cut it by a third, by 2/3. Well, we're going to keep you at 150 or 175,000 a year. I'd have been like, okay, and every weekend I'd be out fucking flying around filming level 1s and shit.
Yeah,
and I'd be like hiding in this woke machinery.
Afraid every time we talk.
Totally,
some pundits talk about the sale.
I think it totally could have happened to me.
It could happen to anybody because the comfort and security seems at the time way better. I remember when I first took over the gym, all the rolled flooring and like other things showed up, and there were stacks of pallets over there. And I was talking to a couple of the people that were leaving the gym that day. They were finished up the 6:30 class, and this one girl comes over and she's like, aren't you afraid of this? Like, look at all the stuff that's out. Like, who shows up to like help you with this? You're just going to start moving the floors. And I was like, yeah. And people usually will like volunteer or like come and help. And she was like, I could just never do this. Like, what happens next month if half the people leave? I'm like, yeah, they could. She's like, doesn't that just terrify you? And I was like, no, not that much. And she's like, yeah, I hate my job, but I would rather just show up and do the thing and know that like the money will be there and other stuff will be there.
I totally could have been that person.
I totally do.
Yeah, and not only that, it is scary for everyone, but you kind of get used to living like that.
It's easy.
Yeah,
it's easy.
Yeah. I totally could have. I totally could have been that person. Susie, you don't have a mic stand? Great question.
Not until we get at least 20 more signups for the membership for behind the scenes. So if you guys haven't yet, please go back there. There's going to be some more episodes that I'll upload, and then I'll be able to afford a mic stand.
Hey, Ken, did you say you benched 275 at 63? Did he say that somewhere? I was looking for that in the chat.
I think so. Up earlier, right?
Yeah, Ken, if you bench how long, if like right now, if you had to go in the garage and do that, how long would it take you to warm up for that? Like I put 135 on the bar and my shoulders are fucking screaming. I have to be like so I would have to be so I have to be so fucking warm, and I can't really do and I can't do anything like over 135 I mean, I still do it like an idiot, but I can't really mix it with other shit
Hmm.
because my shoulders will start really fucking aching. I don't know I don't know how to describe the feeling. It is not a good feeling. It doesn't feel like injury. They just start aching. A Mexican Godfather, Ken is strong. I wonder how long it takes him to warm up. I
Probably your
think
positioning, dude.
oh, just with, like, if I'm keeping the elbows out close to me or out or what I'm doing?
Yeah, if they're just aching as you lift and you don't
Yeah,
experience that anything else with bench press, that's probably some sort of
I
mechanical issue.
do you know what? I experienced it with a jumping rope too, and
Mhm.
but there are some sweet spots, but it always takes me a little bit to find them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm, like, searching for it. Like, even that hurts me. That's aching right now. That just started aching.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're like shrugging your shoulders up and it looks like you're like pinching them in a little bit as opposed to keeping your shoulder blades back and down and relaxed.
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna try that today. 50-pound jumps up to 405, then 25-pound jumps from there. You bench 405?
Criminy.
So the other day I was doing sets of 3 with 185 with pull-ups. Once again, really fucking causes a lot of strain on my shoulder. And I had to ride the assault bike for 10 minutes, and then I just start with the bar, and I just start going up, like, at 5 increments. It's so crazy. 420. God, that is nuts.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I warm up walking from the car into the gym. Holy shit.
I've done a few of those and it does not feel good after a while.
480 was best in competition. Wow.
Damn.
I've never even benched half that.
240.
5 to 7 minutes. Wow.
That's
I've
pretty.
really I've been back squatting a lot. I'm working on this goal, back squatting and front squatting and thrusting a lot. And
Mhm.
I've been really, really taking serious the breaks. So I set the interval timer on 3 minutes and been doing sets of 5 and just really trying to rest, which is not fun for me because I like to just keep moving the whole time I'm in there.
Yeah.
It's effective.
Yeah, it helps when you rest
Yeah, it
between
helps.
sets. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You come strong on the other up. We about a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago, we started doing I flipped the strength and then this other piece that we just call a sweat before, so I could actually program heavy days and not have people like either not show up or kind of do the weightlifting and then just be like, "Oh, I'm just going to go in the corner now and do some burpees and assault bike."
Right.
And it helped dramatically because we do anything from 10
What's
to
that
12
look like?
minutes.
Oh, sorry, go
So,
ahead.
yeah, so for 10 to 12 minutes, you come in, we kinda get you moving a little bit in a normal warm up, just kind of start moving around, and then you'll go either 10, 12 minutes, usually like an EMOM style thing where there'll be some sort of, cardio element, like so a bike or a row or something on one of the minutes, and then the opposite minutes are the usually like what people call accessory work or some sort of prehab work to whatever the lift is gonna be. So for instance, if you have squats, you might do a minute on the assault bike, then you'll come off, and then we have these slant boards here, and you might do like some slant board lunges to like warm up the hip flexors, warm up your
Oh.
knees and your ankles really good, like 6 and 6 on each side. Then the next minute might be like a slow backwards heavy sled drag,
Oh.
50 feet out,
Oh.
50 feet
Oh.
back. And then you'll come back and then you'll do
I think
some.
my mom does a lot of that in the old people class. I think they do a lot of backward sled dragging.
Yeah, great for like the posterior chain, everything else. And then you'll come back and do some like single leg Romanian deadlifts with the kettlebell or something like that.
Oh, yeah, Haley does a shitload of those.
So go through 3 rounds of that. You kind of increase the speed on the bike and different things. And then when you finish up, we'll usually get everybody and just do a quick mobility session. So again, with the back squat, we just kind of sit in a circle, open up the hips a little bit, go through a hip opener. And while the class is usually doing that, you're given like whatever the 2 points of performance are today for this back squat. And then afterwards, we're like, all right, cool. We're going to set the clock every 3 minutes, every 2 minutes for 8 sets, 6 sets, whatever it may be in your reps. And then everybody goes to a couple empty bar squats with the barbell, and then we just start. Then you get the weight on. So by the time everybody's over there, like you've gone through full range of motion for that movement, you got a nice sweat going, stretched a little bit, just talked about whatever whatever the intention of the lift is today. Hey, we're focusing on the X and Y, and then you get them going.
Someone tell Teresa to unblock me. Hey, so that makes them feel like they got the metabolic piece in.
Yeah, they got sweaty, they got out of breath, like, they could hit it hard if you wanted to, but, we checked that box, and so that really helped with, the members being like, "Okay, cool, now we can just really focus on the lift," and then we actually get people to go heavy, some people won't if there's a strength and then a metcon, which a lot of gyms do.
Hey, I'll tell you, the boys, I'm always tricking them. That's the whole thing. And I trick them because I wish I like tricking myself. And I'll tell you some things I've come up with. I did this workout the other day on 2-minute intervals for Ari, 5 rounds, 5 burpees, legless rope climb on a short rope, like 6
Mhm.
feet, to a pull up bar, 6 toes to bar.
Nice.
Second round, same workout, start with 10 burpees. Another 2-minute rest, 15 burpees,
Mhm.
same. Next one, 20 burpees, but with a 6-pound vest. Final round, take the vest off, 25 burpees. And then you can you're like, "Well, this is gonna suck, but I have the whole 2 minutes and nothing's at the end."
Mhm.
And, another one that I trick them with is, 1 pull-up, 1 toes to bar on the minute, and then the next minute, 1 pull-up, 1 toes to bar, 1 pull-up, 1 toes to bar. And then on
Mhm.
the next minute and just have them alternate. Anything to, like, just be shifting, constantly shifting, 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 and then warm them up slowly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yep.
But then always you can see the end. Always light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. That's good.
As opposed to, like, just set the timer and be like, "Hey, do as many burpees as you can in 2 minutes." Because 'Cause I've done
Yeah.
that to them too, and that just should just like, that should st after a while, you're scarred.
Totally, and by
You
you
know what I mean?
increasing
You're like, "Oh,
yeah.
fuck."
As you increase the reps too, like, they're warming up, so you
Yes.
kinda get over the, like, "Oh, this sucks," feeling, like, you're kind of in it, right? So at
Yeah.
that point, you're just like, "Cool, I'm just going through the motion," and then when you really have the work, like 25 at the end, like you said, you get rewarded because like, "Hey, guys, this is it. Last
This is
push
it.
here. Go
Yeah.
hard," and then you're like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna go hard just so I can finish this faster and get it over with too," like, whatever the motivation might be. But yeah, that type of stuff is great.
And keep the first round so easy.
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, I
You
got
just
this."
slowly walk out into the water, that's all.
Yeah, yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
Get used to the cold.
We went to the tournament yesterday. Joey got double gold. Avi couldn't do it because he was sick, and we get down there, and Ari suits up, and he's really excited. He's never missed a tournament. He's so excited. We weigh him in. He's like, "Hey, I have to go outside." I go, "Why?" He goes, "Something's going on with me. I'm overheating." And I'm like, "Okay." And inside the tournament, it is the mustiest. It's a high school gymnasium, basketball gymnasium, and it's the mustiest room you've ever been in. Just imagine, just
Feeling like
it's
shit and it's just musty
dude,
and
it feels like it's gonna
ugh.
rain in there.
Oh,
It is
no.
so warm
The
and
walls are
nasty.
wet.
Yes, it is so because there's so many fucking kids in there and people in there.
Ugh.
So, he goes outside and he's like, "Man, my stomach just does not feel good." And I'm like, "Okay." And he goes, "Hey, I'm g if I don't feel good, I'm gonna pull out." I'm like, "Dude, you've never missed a tournament. You can totally do that. I totally trust you."
Yeah.
So he weighs in, and then they put him in these corrals, just like they do at the CrossFit Games. Like you sit with all the other athletes in this square, and he looks at me and he covers his mouth and he walks over to the outside of the corral and comes to me. He's like, I can't." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he comes out. So I was so sad for him, and he was so sad because there was a kid in there that had beat him once, and he had beat the kid once, and he wanted to
Mm.
like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
He wanted to fight this
Trilogy.
kid so bad, yeah. So 2 of them pulled out. And I don't know for those of you who some of you probably don't know, probably most of you don't know jujitsu, but there's this move. It's called the bolo. I'd say it's a pretty advanced move.
Yeah.
Um, and Joey had this kid in mount. I should have shown the whole clip. Joey had this kid in mount. It's basically when you're sitting on someone on their chest. It's probably the most dominant position you could be in. One of the most dominant in jiu-jitsu. And he's sitting on this kid in mount, and the Joey's on the bottom. And his coach says, "Now roll over and put him in guard." And like that's never what you do, right?
Right. Yeah, you have the dominant position. Why go to
Never
a lower
ever
one?
roll over on you're in mount. So you basically see how Joey's legs are around this kid's waist. So think
Yeah.
about 3 seconds before that, Joey was sitting on that kid's stomach and chest.
Uh-huh.
But when he rolls over on his back, his legs are now in the same position, wrapped around the kid. So his coach yells at him, roll over on your back and put him in. He was already winning like 15-0.
Yeah, so now he just gets some practice
And so
time.
the coach yells at him, roll over on your back. And Joey starts, you can see he just finished laughing. He's like, there's no one fucking does that. You
Yeah.
never give him out. So he rolls over on his back.
Just
And
him
then
and Gordon Ryan.
yeah. And then he puts this kid into a bolo. And it's a pretty slick move. You spin
Oh,
underneath the kid.
wow.
Yeah. And then you take his back.
Oh my god. Damn.
So that was his final match of the day.
God, they're getting good.
Yeah. But
Damn.
he's looking at his coach like, are you out of your fucking mind? You want me to go from here? And his whole team, when Joey did that, his whole team thought
The other
that
kid reversed him.
the kid swept him, yeah,
Swept
and
him,
reversed
yeah.
him, yeah. And they were like, yeah. I was
He
like,
just gets his back taken.
yeah, oh, this fucking poor kid. And then Joey was really nice to him. Joey got around his neck, and then afterwards he came off and he's like, hey, I didn't choke him. He had it under there. I'm like, did you squeeze? He goes, no. He goes, I felt bad for him. I'm like, that's cool. That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally practicing moves during the competition with the kid.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, that's why I say the only other person that you really see doing that a lot is Gordon Ryan. You know, if you watch some of his matches,
He gives up position like that, and
just to set stuff up. Like, have you watched any of his stuff? Like, especially like when he was on his rise?
I've seen a couple matches where he writes on a piece of paper and hands it to the
Yes.
judges and folds
Yes.
it up and puts it in an envelope, and then they open it and he finishes with the move that he said he was going to.
Yes. So that's what I mean. Like he's the true jujitsu practitioner that's, you know, like a chess player. So he's a few moves out ahead and he'll do shit just like Joey did, where like he'll let somebody get a dominant position because they think they're going it somewhere, but he's actually taking them down his system or a path.
Yeah.
And then he'll do whatever it was, like arm bar or triangle or something. And then after he taps the guy, it's like, okay, open it up. And it's like triangle, you know?
And
And
you're
these
like,
people
holy
that he's,
shit.
yeah. And I mean, these guys that he's doing jujitsu with are world fucking class. And he makes them look like they don't know what they're doing. And it's just insane. Like his level is insane.
Yeah, I don't know enough about tennis, but I think tennis is like that too. I think those guys strategize ball placement like in a crazy. It's like chess. They're strategizing where they're going to hit the ball like 3 moves ahead, convincing the person that they're getting ahead, and then they go for the kill shot. Sports are kind of crazy like that at the highest level. The amount of thinking that goes into it.
Yep. Yep. And with jujitsu, you start pretty much right away because if you want to pull somebody in, you push them away.
You want to explain that to me?
So you're looking for like the reaction, right? So like if I want you to get close to me and I start putting pressure and then you defend the pressure, then I pull you in. So I'm like, that's like example, like one move out ahead, right?
Right.
So if I start to pull this arm and I want the other arm, and as soon as you go away and you react, then I could jump up and grab really what I want to.
Right. Oh yeah, and same with the double leg, right? You pull someone down and they fight it and pull up, and the second they pull up, you charge in.
Yeah, you're just looking
Snap
for the
them
reaction.
down and then they pop up. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So you're just, yeah, exactly. You're just looking for the reaction. And so when you're really good at it, you know 3 or 4 of those ahead. Hey, okay, if I get this guy to his back, there's going to be one of 2 ways he's going to go to try to reverse it. And so if I position myself so he goes to this way, then I can implement my next moves on that because I'm expecting that reaction.
Yeah.
That's crazy high level though.
Today, some kid who's the no gi and gi, like I don't know if it's no gi is number 1 and gi is number 2, but today some kid who's like one of the best in jiu-jitsu is coming to the academy. Normally we don't train on Sundays, but they're showing up in town, so the boys are going to go over there and get some rounds. That should be interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, last time they came, Joey choked this kid out. So I'm very curious if this kid's come back to Get one
Get
on
his
Joey.
revenge.
Yeah. Chicago Bears play today. It looks like they play the Minnesota Vikings. Didn't they already play the Vikings this year?
I have no idea.
Vikings are 4-5. Bears are 6-3. I don't know if you've been following the Bears, but it's been crazy.
No, I don't have cable or anything, so I just followed in the thread when you guys talk about it.
You can go on YouTube and you can watch the whole game like in 16 minutes, and it's kind of cool. No, it's not kind of cool. It is cool. It's basically they just chop out all the bullshit and you just watch. And
what channel is that? Is that an NFL channel or
no, just on YouTube, just like the NFL YouTube channel.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it'll make the whole game into 16 minutes. I usually watch it like that the next day, and it's crazy because it's kind of like you, especially if you don't know who's winning, who won. It's crazy, but basically they should have lost like their last 3 games, and they keep winning like in the last few seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Braden Johnson, yes, they played twice because they're in the same division. Okay, so this is the second time. Did they lose the first time? I think did they lose the first time they played the Vikings? Anyway, and did you see the podcast I did with Tyson by any chance?
Yep, that's how I knew their last games were exciting and everything else because you were talking to him about it. Yeah,
it's pretty crazy. He's pretty fired up. That was a great podcast. I love it when he comes on and tells us shit that we wouldn't hear anywhere else. At least I don't think I would hear anywhere else. I only watch podcasts with him. I don't watch any other NFL players, but I just don't think other NFL players probably talk like him.
No, definitely not.
I feel that way when I talk to other coaches for other sports here. There's so much strategy that goes into the job where I feel like a fake coach, like there's no strategy or thought for me. Yeah, it's crazy how much people think ahead. It sounded like yesterday Jack was not executing the plan for whatever reason that they had put together for Islam, which is interesting. That every round they're like, dude, you're not doing the plan. Dude, you're not doing the plan. I wonder how he takes that. I felt bad for him yesterday. He did not. Even during the walkout, he did not look like himself.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Hello.
Yo, what's up?
What's up, dude?
So check the story out. I'm at dinner last night, right?
I like dinner.
But yeah. So my wife and I, you know how it is with the kids. You've gone through it. You try to like hook up and fool around whenever you have a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the kids weren't around. We got it on. We still use condoms because she doesn't take birth control. So that's our birth control. And I go to dinner, I clean up, take the wrapper, throw it out, go to the bathroom, take a shower, we go out to dinner. So my kids were home by themselves yesterday. So I get a text from my son. You ready?
Yeah.
So we're at dinner with my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, and Julie's uncle and his wife. So I look at my phone just to check on the kids. It says, "Can you not leave your dirty condoms on the table in the bathroom?"
Oh, I knew that's where this was going. I knew it.
Shit.
So you know what I wrote back?
What?
I said, "Okay."
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. Dude.
I started cracking up in the middle of dinner, and my family was like, "What is so funny?" So I showed Julie, and she her mouth just dropped all the way to the floor.
Oh my goodness. Hey, that's gonna be my kids too. And he was fucking dying laughing when he sent that. Yeah.
Because the funny thing is, before I left to dinner, he was eating like all this like fast food, and he had all this shit on the counter. And I was like, "Jet, make sure you clean up and don't leave a mess." He's like, "Okay."
How old is he?
So then I go ahead and 17.
Oh, that's awesome. That is amazing.
Like, God damn it.
Oh,
that was fun stuff.
Oh, that's so good.
It's a good lesson on cleaning up after you're done, huh? You don't like it when I leave my mess around, do you, boy?
Yeah, that is
Oh man, I do the same thing every single time. I don't know what happened this time.
You just got old.
I got lazy.
Yeah. Oh, God, I have this horrible story. I don't know if it's as crazy as yours, but it's pretty crazy. I was giving water to one of my kids, and I came and I brought him a cup of water. He's drinking the water. Then I take a sip of it, and then I set it back on the counter. And it's sitting there all day, and I don't know how many other kids drank from it. And then at night, I'm getting the cup, and I'm going to fill it with water, and I see there's a Zin floating in the bottom of it. And so I drank out of their water in their water cup, and then my fucking Zin must have fallen out of my mouth into their water.
Oh my goodness. They're like, yeah, I really like this water. I don't know why I can't keep drinking it.
I'm just like, holy shit. Holy shit. I'm a bad parent.
You're right.
Hey, that's also the thing. Like, my kids are young, and sometimes the wife has to take it in the kids' room because the kids are like asleep in our room or something. And I always panic about that too. Like, hey, am I going to leave a condom wrapper or a condom in there? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just they're such heavy sleepers. That, like the morning would be best, but this was like in the afternoon. Like, I don't know what the hell. My son was at dance. My daughter was with her friends, and it was just like, all right, before we go to dinner, let's do it. And then, man, just lazy. I didn't leave it out. I put it in toilet paper. So the problem is he unwrapped it to look. No, I Julie's like, no, you didn't. No, I did. I definitely wrap it in toilet paper. And I always do the same thing. I take it and I put it in the bottom of the garbage so they don't see it. So how the hell did he know? Either he just guessed or he fucking unwrapped that thing and saw it.
Curiosity got the best of him.
Oh, your wife's chiming in.
Yeah, she's chiming in. She's hearing the whole thing.
Hey, Jethro, this is many years ago. I was in college, right? And I was dating this chick. And I'd been with her for like 3 years. She was awesome. And she was going away to the Peace Corps. And they told her when she was going away to the Peace Corps, hey, you should break up with your boyfriend. And she fucking broke, like, this was like 3 weeks before she left. She decided she was going to break up with me. And she's like, it's too painful for me to see you. We're fucking done. And this is like going into summer. And I was fucking devastated, right? And I lived in this small college town that completely emptied out. When the kids left town for either Christmas or vacation, it was gone. Everyone was like, nobody was there, right? So she fucking leaves. I'm heartbroken. I'm staying in town. I'm like one of 20 people that stays in this town in Isla Vista. And this chick next door to me stays in town, right? Mm-hmm. So I end up hanging out with her, and it just becomes a rail-a-thon, right? It's like just a fucking crazy rail-a-thon. And so one day, and this is going on for so my girlfriend broke up with me like 3 weeks earlier. Now it's like 2 weeks into the summer, and me and this chick are just fucking, like, that's all we're doing is just railing. And I go away from my house one day, and I come back, and I can tell someone's been in my house, and I go into my bedroom, and there's like 50 fucking used condoms pulled out, all draped over my the drawers of my where I put my clothes, with a note. Oh, I see you've recovered well. She had come back to see me, and she left a note. I see you've recovered well since we broke up. And it was just a fucking dresser covered in fucking used condoms.
Wait, were you like keeping them somewhere? You just never?
No, I just throwing them in the trash. I was just throwing them into the trash. I was just throwing. I was just railing her and just throwing them in the trash in the bedroom.
She physically took them out and draped them over the shit.
Yes. It was crazy. I didn't know. Like, I was part heartbroken, part proud. I was like, wow, this has been a crazy fucking 3 weeks.
That's nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that chick ended up leaving me too. She moved to Canada. She broke my heart too.
Why did she freaking 3 weeks before she left? She just dated you until she left.
And you know what's crazy too is now that I think about it, I forgot about it, but this chick was so fucking hot, my neighbor, but she had the fucking craziest fucking teeth. Like, they were all crooked and shit in her mouth and stuff. I thought it was cute, but it was pretty crazy. And she had just broken up with her boyfriend who lived in Canada, and then she got back together with him and left me. So
Canadians.
Anyway, yeah.
That's my story.
Condoms are crazy evidence. I look forward to that. I'm sure my boys are going to do that. What do you want us to do with the condoms? Guys are gross. What do you want us to do with them? Where are they supposed to go?
You can't flush them down the toilet. You're gonna clog the toilet up.
Yeah, I don't flush them ever. That's crazy.
No, you can't flush them.
Hey, is any part of you kind of happy your son found it? Like, yeah, I rail your mom, motherfucker.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny because we're like, do they think that we still hook up or not? So obviously we do.
Yeah. I do all sorts of dirty jokes around my kids about my wife, but they don't ever get any of them. They go, Mom said it was so hard. And I'm like, yeah, she tells me that all the time, but it just goes over. Every single one goes over their head. But I'm dying for the day when they all stop, like the record scratches and they're like, what did you just say? But right now they all go over their head. What do you do with them, Pat? What do you do with them? Put them in the garbage? Yeah. What do you do with the condoms? What do you do with them? Ken Walter's crazy. I used condoms once my first time, and like a novice, I doubled up and never doubled up.
Doubled up.
That's how scary the AIDS threat was back in the day.
Oh my God.
I never did that, but I ain't hating.
Julie thought she could get AIDS by talking on the phone.
Sure. Sure.
Makes sense.
Oh, look, he got his wife all riled up.
Yeah,
that's like my wife. I didn't say that.
She thought oral sex was on the phone.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Hey, not the good kind.
Oh no! Oh my God, that stuff was fucking thought of back then. Well, right. AIDS was crazy back then. You thought you were like, even if you knew someone that had AIDS, you could probably get it. They didn't tell us anything.
Hey, Pat, this is going to rub you the wrong way, but Jethro, Pat's saying, I'm not sure I've ever used a condom, maybe once. When I hear dudes that don't use condoms, you know what I hear? I hear a dude who can't keep his dick hard. Honestly, that's where I go. I'm like, oh, that dude probably can't keep his dick hard long enough to put the condom on.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I just go straight to, I go straight to the fact that's why he doesn't use it. I don't know if that's true, Pat, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, 51, I don't have that problem.
No, you're a CrossFitter.
Yeah, Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Puerto Rican. All right, thanks, dude.
Guys.
All right.
Enjoy the Sunday. Bye, guys.
Story. Jeremy, take note, dude.
Great Sunday story.
Take note. Take note. It's true, Sevi. Yeah, there you go. You're correct again, Sevi. Yeah, that's what I hear. Wow. Sevon's in the 1-900 generation. I think I remember that.
What does that mean?
There used to be all these commercials on TV, like just on the 3 stations we had, and it was always like call 1-900 numbers or something. Like I don't know if it was like to get your astrology shit told or to buy cheap insurance, or maybe it was a sex line. I don't remember, but I just remember there used to be all these fucking numbers they were advertising always on commercials. I was like, who the fuck calls these numbers? I'm going back on my phone call strike.
No. Just mess with you, Jeremy.
Oh, or there it is. That's true too, Christine. Or hasn't had enough sex or partners. Yeah, that's why you don't use condoms. If you were just having sex with just one person your whole life, yeah, okay.
Maybe you like to gamble.
Nate Dogg, I use a condom so I don't nut prematurely. Oh, not bad.
Good strategy.
I recommend Vicodin.
Shill a big pharma, huh?
Yeah, anything to keep that fucking thing take a little edge off that thing. That thing could be trigger happy.
Oh shit! Clock with the Girls Gone Wild ads. I forgot.
Yeah,
those. That's crazy.
Yeah. I wonder what happened to that guy. I wonder if he kept any of his money.
No.
I
mean, I have no idea. I'm just assuming. Like, I feel like if you get into that lane of things, they
were also selling DVDs like fucking crazy, and that's how they got rich. But I remember the last I heard of them, they They were on a plane. They had like had a 727 they chartered, and when it landed, they got busted for coke. Girls Gone Wild. I wonder what happened to them. Girls Gone Wild franchise was an adult entertainment franchise who occasionally appeared to host the videos. Known for its early use of direct response marketing techniques, infomercials began airing in 1997. Since 2008, Girls Gone Wild products has been sold primarily through their website on streaming videos. In February 2013, the company filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy. In 2014, the company was sold to the Bang Bros. In 2001, the company sold 4.5 million videos and DVDs. By the end of 2002, the company had produced 83 different titles and began airing 30-minute infomercials on E! Wow.
Damn.
The infomercials targeted a late-night channel surfing demographic that Joe Francis had identified in the late 1990s. They spent $21 million in advertising in 2003, became the largest advertiser for programs on the E! Channel. In 2008, Francis' net worth was $150 million. Instances of Girls Gone Wild in popular culture include the appearance of Eminem and Snoop Dogg in the company's videos. Holy shit. The common formula is which the film crew interacts with a large crowd of people, either at a party or club or the event. Women willingly take off their clothes. Wet t-shirt contest, sex. They did infomercials, pay-per-view, video on demand. I want to see if it... in 2004, Girls Gone Wild began soliciting men for participating in their videos. There was a gender-related double standard in the videos. Sometimes young women kiss, while the guys series does not have that feature. Oh, that's weird.
Interesting. Chicks could kiss, but no dudes.
No. Total double standard. In 2003, the U.S. Department of Justice filed a complaint against Girls Gone Wild, alleging the company failed to notify customers when they purchased subscriptions under a continuity program rather than a single DVD. They settled it for $1.1 million. I want to see where they got. In 2008, a Missouri woman claimed she was filmed without consent.
I was like, there has to be a bunch of those.
In 2008, 4 women claimed they suffered emotional distress by being shown in Girls Gone Wild. In 2011, a jury declined to award damages to the plaintiff. In 2015, civil settlement also involved Francis agreeing to serve 336 days in jail after accepting a no contest plea to a criminal charge of child abuse and prostitution. Jesus.
Yeah, see, it always gets fucking dark, dude.
Girls Gone Wild exposed on TNT April 23rd, 2002. The feature accounts from alleged victims of Joe Francis, as well as recorded verbal altercation between Francis and his wife, who is revealed to now be estranged from him. On December 3rd, 2024, the 3-episode documentary series Girls Gone Wild, The Untold Story, which included details about the sex abuse allegations against Francis. I mean, if there's drugs and alcohol, there's going to be that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's no mention of the cocaine on the plane. Girls Gone Wild, cocaine. Girls Gone Wild. Oh, what's the guy's name? Francis what? I want to Google his name.
Joe Francis?
Is that what I said?
Yeah. That's what the CrossFat said it in the chat too, so it has to be true.
Joe Francis. He's 52 now. An American softcore porn producer.
What a title.
He's convicted of bribery, false imprisonment, assault, causing great bodily injury, dissuading a witness, record-keeping violations, and tax evasion. Pleaded no contest to child abuse, prostitution. Jeez. He was born in Georgia. Parents were from Austria. The family moved to Newport Beach, California. That's where all rich people move. Went to a series of boarding schools. Went to University of Southern California's business administration program. He's a hustler, dude.
And then started filming chicks take their clothes off.
Yeah.
Into DVDs.
I want to see depart. Francis lives outside the United States where he faces mounting legal troubles. This is in 2024. Since 2015, he has lived regularly in Mexico. Francis and Abby Wilson separated in 2021 and have since been engaged in legal battle over the custody of their 2 daughters. Wow.
Damn.
Holy shit.
So he jumped the border, went to Mexico, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, fuck that, I'm out. You ain't gonna catch me on no charges.
Oh, yeah. He's being sued for all sorts of shit. Francis later pleaded guilty for having contraband in his cell. Wow. So even in jail, he was doing drugs. 5 charges of false imprisonment. Wow. This guy's rap sheet is crazy.
He lived a wild life.
The Department of Justice alleged that Francis claimed over $20 million in false deductions on his corporate returns. I mean, you would think everything in his life is a business expense.
No, that's what he thought too.
Oh, here we go. In 2004, Riley Perez broke into Francis's home where he filmed a humiliating blackmail video and arranged for payment. That seems like the kind of shit he'd be into. Yeah, if you're filming naked girls, you're going down eventually. I think. Yeah, something's gonna happen to you.
Well, think about it. If you're doing that and then it's successful, and his net worth was what, 100-something million in the early 2000s. Is that what you read earlier?
Yeah,
like,
which is like $1 billion back then.
Right. Which is, you got shitload of money. You're in the party scene hardcore. Like, you just probably just feel like you're
slanging DVDs, dude. And the production values were so low. It was just like fucking like little shit cameras. Yeah, camcorders. Wow. Sevon did the weed DVDs. This guy went a different route as an entrepreneur.
Definitely.
We did I did a show called IVTV. In every episode, there'd be some girl who ended up flashing her tits. We never ever asked anyone to do it. But you go to a party scene and with a camera back in the day. Now it's like now I don't know. Everyone has a camera. Yeah. But when I used to film, no one had a camera. So there was always someone.
Always a willing participant.
There were always dudes who, when we would see crazy, there's always dudes who would do crazy shit, like jump from somewhere they're not supposed to, or slap each other, or do crazy shit, backflips. And there were always girls who wanted to show their tits. Everyone had their specialty.
Some dude was going to jump from a roof onto a bush, and some girl was going to flash you.
No, and occasionally some dude. I remember we were interviewing one dude one time, and he was on one side of a chain link fence, and we were on the other. And he pulled down his pants and pushed his cock and balls through one of the rings on the fence. But other than that, I don't think any dude's ever flashed us.
Just unprompted.
Dude, yeah. Isla Vista was crazy.
Oh no, I know. We partied there for Halloween, and we had this one guy that rolled up, and he was like I forget what he was wearing, but he dropped his pants and just started helicoptering his dick around in front of everybody while we were playing beer pong.
Yeah.
It was sad because all the chicks just laughed at him.
There was a guy one Halloween
just like
who was a priest, and I remember he opened a Bible at his waist, and his dick, he'd cut a hole in it, and his dick was sticking through it.
Oh my God.
And then we were at this other house. We did a whole episode that we were at this other house, and there was a guy who said he had the biggest ball sack in the world. And we didn't believe him. And then, so half the episode was finally him showing his ball sack, and his ball sack was like this big. I know, it was nuts. And then the second half of the show was these girls debating whether they could put the whole thing in their mouth. It was a crazy show. It was documentary filmmaking at its best.
Could they put it in their mouth?
This one chick just kept saying she could.
Never proved it though, huh?
It was crazy. There was some cool shit we saw. Like I remember, we would see cops rush into a house where there's a party, and we would go in there, and there'd be like a 4-foot glass bong sitting on the table, and the cops would be like, "Boys, can you turn your camera off?" So we turn the camera off, and then the cops would say, "Hey, if you guys go break this in your trash can right now, we won't give you a ticket." Those were like the highlights. You know what I mean? You're like, "Oh, these cops are cool." You know what I mean?
Break the bong, stomp out your weed.
Yeah. They're like, "Guys, go break that in the trash." And then the guys, and we didn't film that shit.
Yeah.
I'm a realtor. I write off everything. Yeah, if you're not writing off everything, that means you're not working hard enough. Everything you're doing you should just be working. That's why I'm kind of so excited that Avi and I are doing this vlog.
Yeah, it's cool.
I'm like, oh shit, this makes everything a fucking write-off.
All the things are actually just stuff for the vlog.
Yeah, we'll get to 1,000 subscribers on that channel. Monetize it. And even if we make 8 cents a year, it's a business.
Yep.
A ticket? Pat, is it nice to be back? Or is it more like hate fucking? Is it like having sex with a chick after you know she cheated on you? Be honest. Oh, we don't have a guest tomorrow. Maybe I'll find a guest. We have Lucy Campbell and Hibbler on Thursday.
Yeah, double stacked on Thursday. We might get Eli Crane. He's kind of a moving target, so it's always tough to try to keep some days open for him. But then, like, you never know how it's gonna go.
I love watching you interact with his handler.
Yeah,
You guys are so nice to each other.
yeah.
You guys are so nice to each other. I just love, like, we know he's a moving target. And so it's just like,
He's
it's
like,
we're
okay,
at the, just like, whenever you want. Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
It's
Okay,
like
yeah.
next week. All right, we're flexible. Let us know. It's like, all right, it's not gonna
Yeah.
work this week. We'll keep you in mind for next week.
Yeah.
I'll text you on this day. Like, absolutely, thank you. Like, just back and forth. We'll get them. We always do.
Yeah, let's ask Suze this question. If we have a 50-year mortgage, would all the houses be a seller's market? I don't think it really lowers your mortgage by much.
I don't understand that 50-year mortgage. It's basically just like there's gonna be some weird cause in it. It's like, oh, by the way, your kids get locked into this, or you can't, you can't let it go after you're dead, so somebody else has to pay it, or something crazy.
I was looking at the way the how it affects the mortgage, and it doesn't seem like it affects it enough. I was thinking like no one would actually keep a 50-year mortgage. You just use it to get your foot in the door.
Yeah.
And then you refinance after a couple of years and make it a 30-year or 15-year. Hey, caller, what's up?
Yes.
Hey, what's up, dude?
So Pedro Moss.
Oh, Pedro. Susan, this guy was trying to take your job the other day. He wants to produce a show.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You're not threatened?
No, I could always use an assistant.
All right. Go ahead, Mr.
Okay,
Moss.
so-
Yes.
I think I know why you think I had to fix the roof, because you can see the ladder outside my window where I sit.
No. Do you want to know why I thought you had a leak in your roof? 'Cause last time he was on, I was asking him if his roof leaks. So you told me that you do some day drinking and that you pee in the sink. And it just when I close my eyes and picture an environment like that, I see a leaky roof too. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
so that's why. And let me guess this. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna guess at your house you don't use trash can liners. You just put the trash in the trash can and then take the trash can outside and throw it in the big bin. I'm gonna guess you don't use trash can liners. I see that too.
No, I use trash can liner.
Oh fuck. All right. Well, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect.
So you ever heard of methylene blue?
Yeah, I haven't tried it. I've been tempted, but I haven't tried it. Have you tried it?
Yeah, I have some. Yeah, I tried some.
What did you think?
Yeah, it clears your head.
Someone was telling me,
Clears your head.
Pedro, someone was telling me like before you take supplements, like there's the biggest thing you could do is like stop eating sugar and then stop eating refined carbohydrates and then exercise daily and obviously don't drink or smoke. And then on top of that, once you get all those things dialed in, you could start dabbling in supplements. Like those are like kind of the big levers to pull. And then after that,
I took like $500 worth, and like at one time, And it was,
I'm into this. Go on. You have my attention. What happened?
I was like, I was like 18 years old.
Just your energy, or
when you could take, you take the bone broth, some green stuff, the sea moss, and you got to get the moringa, and you can start lifting faster.
Are you training, Pedro? Are you working out?
No, I'm telling you. Yeah, I have a whatchamacallit, just a barbell. I just use a barbell.
Oh, that's cool. You got a bench?
No.
Oh, okay, just a barbell. All right,
It's a good start. Some deads, some curls, maybe.
Hey, where did you get $500 worth of methylene blue?
No, not From Alex Jones, I got $500 worth of pills from him.
Oh,
Alex Jones pills.
okay. All right.
The Alex Jones pills, huh?
And yeah, I was taking there's like 9 a day you take
Mm.
in like a package.
Hmm.
AM and PM, you take nine pills a day. And I was like, I used to do the sweeping at this big plant. I was like running like for the first time. I was like running around.
Wow. Oh yeah. Okay. I see it. The Alex Jones supplements apparel lifestyle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and he has ultra methylene blue.
Look at that.
Yeah. I told him to make the blue. Which one is the better blue? There's a blue Ozempic, and I said, which one is the better blue? And he heard it
No.
through my phone,
No.
and he made it. Yes,
You
I
take the
bet.
drops or
MK
the
Ultra.
pills?
the drops.
All right. Did it turn your
Wow.
mouth blue?
Yeah, your mouth is blue. Yeah. Well, I put it in the glass. It doesn't blue it that much.
What do you mean you put it in the grass?
Just put it in the glass.
And the glass.
Glass.
Oh, glass.
Glass of water.
Oh. How do you go to reviews? I want to see these oh, here, let's see. I'm reading his 1-star reviews. Someone said it changed the color of their urine.
To be
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it becomes green. It becomes green.
Oh, we got the sea moss here.
Yeah, I made the moringa pizza. I'm gonna take a picture when I fix the phone.
This testimonial speaks for themselves, and you fund the info war while turning your brain back on. Don't spill it though, unless you really like things to be cobalt blue forever. I've tried another medical grade brand with no luck, but heard from a friend this brand, so I have to try it now. Wow, just bought my 3rd bottle. It turns my piss green.
Yeah.
Other than that, I feel nothing.
Well, we damn.
Well, I feel it. Some people don't feel nothing. My mother don't feel nothing. I gave it to her. She don't feel nothing.
Hey, does Alex Jones take live callers?
Yeah,
He does.
but he won't take my phone call
How come?
because I'm coaching him
Oh, okay. He doesn't
on a
want.
daily basis.
Okay, and he doesn't want to admit that you're mentoring him.
Makes sense.
I guess so.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Pedro Moss. Always good to hear from you.
Okay.
Ciao.
Have a good one.
That's our commercial for methylene blue.
It's good. It's a good ad right there. I'm definitely curious.
Live callers that are screened. Oh, wow. That's advanced shit. I remember when Susan says, "Are we going to screen the callers?" I'm like, "No." We're gonna be thankful someone calls in. Treat everyone with respect.
We'll just roll the dice on every call.
Yeah. Show wouldn't be a show without some talk about trans.
Oh boy.
Massachusetts governor appoints male trans person to women's commission. Governor Maura Healey has appointed a biological male activist to the Massachusetts Commission of the Status of Women, a state-run body presenting itself as a voice for women and girls. Healy selected Giselle Bird, a biological male who identifies as a woman, to serve as a commissioner. Bird also works as an executive director of the Theater of Offensive in Boston and has held roles in LGBTQ advocacy organizations. The commission announced the appointment in August alongside another Healy appointee. This I don't know. I don't understand how this is still going.
Sounds like some mansplaining to me.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna show you Giselle Bird. I just don't know how this is still happening. By the way, I don't think you should pick a profile pic when your eyes aren't symmetrical. That's probably all the drugs it's on. That's him in the middle. God, would you leave see that guy in the blue? Would you leave your kids alone with him? That guy with that sweater?
No, I don't think I would. No. He's got that sweater tucked in too.
Oh my God. This is the voice. This is the voice for women in Massachusetts.
Well, all right.
Your tax dollars going.
Good hair. I'm sure it's fake, but
Here, look at you. You want to see? There is a picture of. I scrolled all the way to the bottom. I'll see if I can find it again. You know who I always thought was probably gay was Arsenio Hall. Did you ever think Arsenio Hall was gay?
no, I don't know. I didn't really put much thought into that at all, but I didn't really watch that very much.
I always assumed Arsenio was gay, but this is what Giselle looked like when his name was Daquan. That's a hell of a face. It's a cool face. It's a cool face.
Definitely like Arsenio Hall. That's why you said that. Striking.
Yeah, just like crazy, just strong features, like that nose and those teeth and those eyes and that skin, just crazy strong features.
Either those women are both very tall, or he got a lot taller.
Daquan is short. Oh
no,
yeah.
because
I think it wears heels all the time now.
Oh.
And then it morphed into this.
Reminds me of that book series, Animorphs.
What was that about?
People that could turn into animals.
Oh.
Fight crime and shit.
Definitely see the resemblance. Arsenio seemed gay in Coming to America. I kind of liked Arsenio. I had kind of like a love-hate with him. I loved him in Coming to America with Eddie Murphy. I wonder what happened to him. He had a nighttime show and shit. It was huge. The Arsenio Hall show. And then he did some weird shit with the crowd. Like some trendy shit with the crowd. Hey, I meant to ask you this. Do you know this term 6'7"?
Oh boy. I know it's like some trending thing.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't know. I saw something where somebody was like, "Oh, it's like 6, maybe 7," and then now it's like a whole thing of 6, 7. I don't fucking know, dude.
6'7", pronounced 6'7", also written as 67, 67, 67, is an internet meme and slang term that emerged in 2025 on TikTok and Instagram Reels. It has no fixed meaning. The phrase originated from a song Doot Doot 6'7" by Skrilla, which became popular in video edits featuring professional basketball players, especially LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball. What color do you think LaMelo Ball is? Holy shit. LaMelo. That's the dude's name. Capital L-A, capital M-E-L-O, all one word. Who's listed as 6'7", tall. The meme was further popularized through overtime elite player Talon T.K. Kinney's repeated use of the meme. In March 2025, a boy named Maverick Trevelyan became known as the 6'7" kid after a viral video showed him yelling the term at a basketball game while performing an excited hand gesture. So it doesn't mean anything. So no one knows what it means.
But it gets the people going.
Because my kids asked me the other day, "Hey, have you heard 6'7"? LaMelo plays for CLT Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo. I don't think it's. Oh yeah, I think it's one L, capital M. And I'm like, no. I tell my kids, no, I don't know what 6'7" means. They're like, well, it's this. What did they say? It doesn't mean anything. They tried to explain to me what it means, and in them explaining to me, they told me it doesn't mean anything. It's just stuff kids say. I'm
That
like,
makes
hey,
sense.
dude, don't talk to me about shit that makes me dumb.
LaMelo Ball.
LaMelo.
He's white.
Are those tats real on him? Oh, you think that guy's white? Wait, you think that guy's white?
He's
you
light
joking?
skinned. I'm joking.
I mean, in an objective reality, he's white, but in cultural vernacular, he's black. Right? Like if color actually meant something, he is white.
Yeah, light skin, I believe.
Dude, pull that. You think that guy is lighter than you? Pull that guy up. You think that guy's whiter? You think you're not whiter than that guy? I don't know.
What do
Maybe
you
it's
think?
the lighting. You're way whiter than that. Or that guy's way whiter than you. But that's a black dude.
Yeah, well,
I don't
there you
know.
go.
I don't
No
know how it
comment.
works. Sevi sent you the Arsenio clip that started the end of his show. Oh, did you send it in the text? Oh, and you're on a fucking droid, so I probably can't pull this up on my computer. I have to send this to
Droider.
God damn. I have to send it to Oh. Also, I saw Colt Merton soap is now available.
No. The hogwash.
Yeah, Colton, I know a media company for you that can help you get your shit off the ground. Media Launch.
Yeah.
Oh, I have
think-
some of this. I'm a, you know when someone gives you something really cool and you don't want to use it?
Yeah. So you just set it aside. Now it's a
Yeah.
trinket on your shelf.
Yeah, this has been sitting on my desk.
Cool label.
Maybe it's in my other office. Yeah, it's awesome. My box looks like that, except it doesn't say hot hog scrub on it.
I think Pedro did talk to him about doing some stuff for him, making some commercials.
Hey,
Remember we were
Colton,
gonna do that one at Crash. We just never got around to filming it.
with Taylor?
No, with John and Jenny.
Was
I
there
don't wanna say
nudity?
it
Was
in
there
case-
nudity involved?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, because the one I was thinking of one. Maybe I'd never verbalized it. I was thinking of one involved with nudity with Taylor.
Okay. Yeah. We could sub Taylor out too, but yeah.
Yeah, John. That would be good with John too.
Mm-hmm.
Did it involve John and Jenny in a bathtub together?
Not together. I still want to. I still want to shoot it. It was a great idea. We'd have to wait till the next time all of us were together. We just never got around to it.
My soap has already shipped. Oh yeah, I need to ask you about that. About semifinals.
Yeah.
His brother got arrested in China in college for stealing sunglasses. Oh yeah, I remember that. Destroyed his basketball career. Now he's a shitty rapper. Other brother plays for the Bulls. Okay, I remember that guy getting arrested in China.
I want to be a shitty rapper.
6'7".
6'7".
6'7". Get the hog scrub. 6'7". Hey, I'd love to ask Greg about what 6'7" is.
He would probably just stare at you and be like, "What?"
Yeah, he probably just hate that shit like that. He probably hates more than me. He's probably like just wasted fucking.
Yeah.
It's like
Low intellect shit.
have you ever had someone come to your house and they think they're helping with the dishes? And the trash can's right here, and there's whole plates of food here, and they're scraping all the food into the disposal and spending time stuffing in the disposal when they
Right.
could just scrape it right off into the trash cans. It's like NPC shit. It's like they were told this is what the disposal does, and therefore they must do. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking nuts. You're like, hey, dude, first of all, I don't need fucking 15 pounds of food shoved down my disposal.
Yeah. You're just asking for a problem there.
My plumbing doesn't, and it takes literally 1/50th of the time to just like shake the plate off into the trash.
Yep. Nope, it's going down the disposal.
No, well, it's supposed to go down the disposal. Or like someone. it's just crazy. Or someone like, if like someone like I've seen it in other ways too. I don't know if it's peeling carrots, but you peel 15 pounds of fucking carrots in your sink and then spend fucking 10 minutes putting down disposal. Hey, dude.
Let's do it in the trash.
Yeah, like that's the shit probably fucking Colton feeds to his pigs.
Yeah, for sure. Big compost piles of shit, food.
Speaking of low IQ, jeez, Jeremy.
That's rude.
Jeez, I almost read that.
Don't be rude, Jeremy.
All right.
Don't be
Big week. CrossFit will be sold this week. So that'll be big news. Susan and I'll be doing a show.
Hey, you know what I have? I was halfway down downloading it, or halfway done downloading it, and I stopped it. Was when I spoke at AffiliateCon on Sunday, I decided to just go rogue, and I threw in 3 extra slides into the presentation I gave. And at the end, I was like, all right, I'm at 36 minutes, which basically meant I have like 9 minutes or so left. And I was like, do you guys want to do like Q&A on what we chat about, or do you guys want to hear my pitch if I were to buy a CrossFit? And they're like,
shit.
And they're like, pitch. And I was like, all right. And so for however long it is, 9 minutes, 6 minutes, something like that, I gave like a whole pitch on what I would do.
Are you going to post it online?
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Should I post it to the channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I would do if I bought CrossFit. Yeah. Unless it's proprietary.
No, it's not. But it was funny because I was like, all right, so we do want to have Q&A. We go back to the media stuff, and people were raising their hands and were like, wait, have you told, like, is this happening? How is this happening? It was funny.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the Arsenio Hall clip. This will get our show ding. Thank you, Jethro.
Right at the end. Perfect.
The blonde girl is so funny while they were singing. She said, oh my God, it was so funny, so funny. Huh? I'm sorry, I can't hear you, man. Why don't I have any gay guests on my show? Wait, I'm sorry, why don't I have any gay guests on my show? Well, there are a lot of gay guests who really don't like to talk about their sexual preference, so we don't know whether they're gay or not. You know? Now, this ain't Merv. You didn't think I'd run from this, did you? This ain't Johnny. I ain't gonna run from it. I'm gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Now,
I love that guy in the Queer Nation shirt. That guy is savage.
In the power stance, too.
Yeah, I love him. Wow.
you'd like me to have on my show that's gay that maybe I haven't had? Who? I don't know Gus Van Sant, but I know Elton John. He's been here and he's rocked the house. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Why is Arsenio getting so defensive? And maybe it was culturally that was the thing back then. I want to say he's a douchebag for getting so defensive, but I don't know what you know what I mean? There were times where the gay thing was like the BLM thing.
Yeah.
What? When Harvey has something I'm interested in, I'll bring him on the show. But this is my show, okay? This is my show. This is my show. You understand? This is my show. This is my show, man. You think I haven't had somebody on the show because they're gay? What's wrong with you, man? I'm black. I'm black, man.
Oh, so he's reading into it.
I'm black, man. I'm the biggest minority you know about. I don't want to hear that gay trash, man. I got gay friends I've had on the show because you don't know it.
Yeah. Hey, dude. Hiller, you need to clip that. I have gay friends. Oh my God. Hey, nothing's changed. We're as cheesy as we've ever been.
Yeah.
This is crazy. That's a fucking crazy line. Hey, that's like when Keanu Reeves says in Point Break, I'm an FBI agent. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then FBI agent.
I'm the biggest minority you know about. I don't want to hear that gay trash, man. I got gay friends I've had on the show because you don't know
He got up on his toes when he said that.
them or it ain't who you want on the show. You got a problem with it? If you want to book it, get yourself a show.
Damn.
Sit down. Sit down. So I can do the show. You've had your say and I've had mine.
Jeez Louise.
Wow.
Wow. I do have to play one thing though. We're done. You got to go? You got a coach or something?
Yeah, I got like the new health intake stuff that I've been here for, and then I also just got to pee really bad.
Okay, here last clip, and then we take a
Mostly I gotta pee.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Can't have you walking through those doors with your dick in your hand, right?
I can't do this.
Sure you can. Who knows? You might like it. It's a killer rush.
Bodie, this is your fucking wake-up call, man. I am an FBI agent.
I know, man.
I have gay friends.
I'm black, man. I'm the biggest minority you know.
I'm gonna make. I don't know if it's a great movie, Kenneth. I don't. Jeez, guys.
Great movie. Oh, one other thing that we should announce. It's early, but on December 20th, Dave Newman from RX Jump Rope.
Oh yes,
RX Jump Rope. It's coming down to the gym to do a double under clinic.
December 20th, 2025. I'll be there with the 3 Plain Brothers taking the clinic.
Yeah. And so if you guys want to, if you're in the area and you want to take it, it'll be a Saturday. I think it's just 2 hours, 8:30 to 10:30. I'm going to make it super cheap because we want a bunch of people to come. If you're a coach, I'm thinking about making it for free. For sure for my coaches.
Bring me a
Like a
gift
coaching
or
area.
something too. Like make me cookies or bring
Baked
me like a
goods.
pair of socks or like bring me, if you come, bring me a gift. Like
Yeah.
pay homage, a scented candle, something. Bring something for the boys. I don't want anyone coming like without a gift for me.
Well, that's what we could do. You could either bring a gift for Sevon or you could pay $150.
No, both.
Both?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
We're
both,
really getting them.
both.
We're really getting them. And then we'll be I think he's he's gonna bring a bunch of jump ropes and stuff to size it up too. So if you don't have a jump rope or you want one, be good.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna spend a fucking fortune. I hope he brings a bunch of shit to sell. I want to get ropes that are like sized for my kids. All of them, like the drag rope and all that shit.
Yeah, we'll post some stuff up about it. And there'll be a link to register because hopefully we get a bunch of people in. But we're gonna open it up to all the gyms around in the area as well too. So anybody that wants to come can come do it. Good time to learn before they open.
I have Tim Tams and Vegemite to ship from the Aussie Girl. I'll see you soon. I don't know where, but save your gas driving to FedEx or whatever. I brought you a gift and you donated to GW, I heard. What's GW?
I don't know. Goodwill?
Oh, probably. That's probably that's probably true. All right. Love you guys. See you on December 20th at CrossFit Livermore early in the morning. If anyone cool shows up after the seminar's over, we can go party like at Jamba Juice or Denny's or something.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, everyone chip in whatever the fee is plus $5 and we'll fucking go to a restaurant and rage. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Thanks, Susan. Bye-bye.
Yep.